what's up, and welcome back to my channel, or if you are new, welcome. So today it's Wednesday. What does it mean? Broke Beach series. This is the third part of it, and this is going to be a makeup tutorial. Now it's not just a makeup tutorial because everything I'm using is tutorial is under 10 euros. So everything is very affordable, and if you are a broke bitch, you should invest in these things because from all these products, a small or a little goes a long way. Yeah, a little goes a long way, and they are very good quality. As you can see, I think my makeup is very beautiful. This highlighter, oh my gosh, I used it in a previous tutorial and I decided to include it in this one as well. So yeah, without too much talking, let's get to my video. I'm already starting out with a moisturized skin. I'm using a primer from Essence. The primer is awesome. It only costs like $2.99. As far as I'm concerned, yeah, it's $2.99. It's mattifying powder. I really like it. So first just massage it in your skin when it feels a little bit tacky. Then start dabbing it with your fingers. You don't need like a beauty blender or anything for it. Now, for foundation, I'm using this new one I got from Catrice. I used it in my previous tutorial. My best friend thought these were eye drops. No, it's a foundation, full coverage, high definition foundation from Catrice. It costs €4.50 and I am in love with it, like literally in love. It's very cheap and it works awesomely. You literally don't feel it on your skin. I'm dabbing it out with a damp beauty blender and make sure that I dab it on my neck and literally everywhere, but it gives a really great coverage. A few words about my beauty blender. I got it for €1 in a Euro shop. It's quite similar to the dollar shops in America. Now, yeah, but here in Europe we have euros, and it was €1, nothing special, but it's quite soft and doesn't suck up all the product. I still recommend to wet it a little bit before you use it. Of course, it works way better. As for a concealer, I'm using a new concealer I got, this from Essence, a camouflage concealer. It also does give full coverage. It has a very nice light shade for it. And I believe I got it for €2.89, so it's very cheap. Yes, bitches. So just draw some triangles on under my eyes, highlight my chin, my nose, the bridge of my nose. My nose is a little bit cracked, but okay. A little bit on my forehead, and I like to define a little bit above my jawline in case my contour would get a little bit too messed up. And the smile lines or rimples, whatever you call it. And just dab it out with the same beauty blender and just keep on dabbing it. I leave my under eye area for last. I always do that. I don't have an actual explanation to it, maybe just so, yeah, the product I use can work a little bit better into my skin. And yeah, just make sure that you blend it out well so you won't have any smudges or anything on your skin because it would look very weird. So now that I am done with brightening up my face, I'm going to move on to my contouring. I'm using a contour stick from Essence Cosmetics. I think it was €3.50. It has a contour and a highlighter part for it. I'm using the darker contour shade to contour my face, sculpt my face. And I'm just using for my jawline, for the side of my face, of course, a little bit above and under my mouth. If you do it under your mouth, it makes your mouth look a little bit fuller, in my opinion. And yeah, I'm contouring my nose, which is quite messed up, and I'm really not good yet with nose contouring, so if you have any tips or tricks for me, please let me know in the comment down below. But hey, I'm trying, I'm not a professional yet, but I will get there for sure. So now that I'm done with the contouring, I'm just gonna use my beauty blender and blend everything out nicely. Like literally, that's the most annoying part of the makeup I'm always doing, is the blending part. And I don't really use cream contours, to be honest, because I always have the feeling like, yeah, I have to set it with a powder. So I'm going to get back to my contour after I blend it out. I'm going to set it with a powder as well. But for now, just blend out the cream contour itself. If you want an easy everyday makeup, then just leave it like this. Don't go over it with a powder. For my nose, I just use my fingers. Seriously, that's the easiest and best way to blend the contour out on your nose, just to use your fingers. Yes, bitches, yes. So now here is where I'm contouring with a powder. This is I think Shape Your Face palette from Essence. I believe it was around €4, €4.50, but it was not €5. And it has a contouring powder, a setting powder, and a blush. Now I'm using the darkest shade, the contouring shade, and I'm going over with it with a contouring brush from Essence, which I got for €2.89, I believe. It was in my last haul video. I made a review of it. I love it because it is very soft and it blends out everything so evenly and perfectly. When I'm contouring my jawline, I always like to go a little bit down on my neck so it won't look like, yeah, I just got my face chopped off or something, you know what I mean? And for my nose, I'm not using a fan brush. I'm squeezing my contour brush together, and that's how I'm bringing up the powder. So it's a rogue bitch hack. If you don't have like a fan brush or much brushes, just try to bring the most out of one brush. I'm going to set my under eye area and the parts of my face where I want to prevent any creasing and I want my makeup to bake in very well. I'm using a mattifying powder from Essence. I believe I have talked about it in previous tutorials. It's also around €3. It's a transparent powder. It's really only there to set your makeup. And I'm going to just leave this in till I finish up my eyebrows using I Am Face palette, or I don't know what kind of palette from Essence. It was €5. It's well loved. If you look at it, you see that I use it a lot. I love it, but I don't think it's available anymore in the stores. So what I'm doing is just use a smaller angled eyeliner brush or eyeshadow brush, however you want to call it, and fill in with a powder. Fill my eyebrows in with a powder. For me, it works much easier and much faster, easier to shape your brows. For me, it's easier than a pencil. And if you fuck it up, don't you worry, you can just use a concealer. This concealer costs €1.99 from Essence. I mostly use it right now to just, yeah, fix up my eyebrows a little bit. You know what I mean? And make sure that you dab it out so the lines don't stay there. You know what I mean? If you are already done with your face, then you don't need those concealer lines. So I'm moving right on to my eyeshadow. I'm using an eyeshadow primer from Essence. It's I Love Stage eyeshadow primer. I think if you like drugstore cosmetics, you already know it. It's quite old and popular. It costs €2.89. I'm using the same palette that I was using for my eyebrows, and I'm going with the lighter shade. Just with a small packing brush. To be honest, for your eyelids, you can also use your fingers. That also brings out a lots of pigment. I'm using an Estee Lauder brush, which would not even belong in this video since I got it from a friend of mine, and Estee Lauder brushes are very pricey. So the only way I could have this is by a present. I'm moving in with eyeliner brush to cut my crease a little bit with the darker shade of this palette. And just I'm trying to give a little depth and definition to my eyes with it, so just going in my crease and make sure that I define my crease so it will be a little bit cut but no, it's not a cut crease because I am no makeup artist yet and I cannot do it yet. And I'm grabbing a small fluffy brush which I got from, I'm pretty sure also from a €1 store in a set for €1, and I like to use this one for blending eyeshadow in my eyelids because it works very, very nicely. Grabbing a small packing brush again and just the metallic shade on the moving parts of my eyes, and just pack it on there so it will give a little pop. Yes, bitch, yes. And going in with the lighter shade again above my crease and blend everything together nicely, and make sure that you want, like, yeah, just leave the lines over there, make sure that you blend in everything. I'm going back in with the darker shade a little bit because I think my eyes need a little more definition, just, you know, to define this the outer crease and the outer part of my eye, which will also make my eyes look optically a little bit bigger. Yes, and back with the small fluffy brush and just blend everything nicely together. And I'm using the highlighter, which I don't really have much left from it, and just with a small defining brush in the inner corners and on my brow bones. Oh yes, how pretty is that? Now I'm going to do my eyelashes and such off camera right after I'm done with my lower lash line, just going back in with the darker shade to define my lower lash line. This also makes my eyes pop a little bit more. And yeah, going in with a nude concealer. I recommend using a nude concealer on your waterline, pencil on your waterline, because it makes your eyes look a little bit bigger. You see the difference? And I already put my lashes on, a little bit wrong, but I have lashes on already, fake lashes from Essence. I got them for, I think, €3. And I'm using an eyeliner also from Essence Cosmetics, and just line a little bit, not too hard, not too dramatic. This eyeliner is actually very, very nice. If you are not good with eyeliners, I recommend using it. And now just brush away all the powder off my face, so yeah, I don't look like a cocker. You didn't hear that one, I hope so. Make sure that you blend everything nicely together, and moving on right to the highlighter. The highlighter is from Makeup Academy. I used it in a previous tutorial. It costs €7.50, but it's definitely worth it. It has a lot of product on it, and oh my god, look at that glow. Like, this is one of the best drugstore highlighters I have ever tried in my life. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. And I'm going in a little bit more, highlight the high points of my face, you know, nothing too extreme, just my nose, the side of my face, my cheekbones, my chin, above my lips, the bridge of my nose, and my forehead. Really, nothing too much. I mean, can you have too much highlighter? I don't think so, anyways. And I'm going to move on to my lips. I'm using lip liner from Essence. It was literally 99 cents. Yes, lip liners from Essence are to live for. They are very, very cheap, and they are so creamy, so easy to apply. And I'm just going to fill in my lips with it because, first of all, I love the shade. Second of all, if we are doing a broke bitch tutorial, then why not just bring the most out of your makeup? So I'm not going to use a lipstick or a lip gloss, just really filling my lips with this beautiful satin mauve shade. That's the name of the shade. I know my lips are a little bit messed up. I'm learning. I'm getting there, guys. I'm gonna get there. Don't you worry. Moving on to my blush, I'm using the Shape Your Face palette, which I use for contouring, and I'm moving on to this beautiful shimmery pleachy blush, and just use a blush brush, any kind you have. You don't need anything professional, and just, yeah, blush it on the cheek, but blush it on your cheeks. Make sure that you don't use too much from it because it is very, very, very pigmented. And now to set my makeup, I'm using a fixing spray from Essence, which I believe was €3.99. And just to set it in, I'm going to fan my face a little bit because, yeah, it just works much better. Now, how pretty is this? Look at that glow, look at that glow. Oh my god. Yes, finish. Yes. That's it for today's video, you guys. I hope you all enjoy it. And if you did, don't forget to give my video a thumbs up, and before you leave, please hit the subscribe button and the notification button so you won't miss out on any of my future videos. And yeah, I would just like to say that whatever your financial situation is, you should always take good care of yourself. It doesn't mean that you have to put makeup on. Like, girl, if you don't want to wear makeup, don't. But if you do, and yeah, you are on a budget, don't invest in the most expensive things. Just go to your local drugstore and look around. You might find like literal diamonds for just a few bucks. So yeah. And another thing, do not ever be embarrassed about your financial situation. It's something that a lot of times we cannot control, but we can manage. So yeah. Alright, so I'm talking too much again. Also, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you would like me to make some kind of video, let me know down in the comment section. And if you want to see my everyday life, you can follow me on Snapchat or on Instagram. Both of them are linked down below. And that's it, I guess. So see you all next time. Mwah! And love you all.